Because it's always hot in the CSRA, it is time to turn the AC up. This is Kenny Adams. I am your host for Turn the AC Up, which is broadcasting right now on Ustream.tv, as well as on Facebook.com, on AugustusChoice.com, on Twitter. You can find us everywhere. We are invading the CSRA as well as your internet. We love having you guys as listeners. We love having you as watchers, and we are glad that you are joining us today on August 16th, 2011. That's right, it is 2011. It is already almost halfway done, if not more than halfway done. I can't believe this year is going by as fast as it is. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas time. We're going to hear some Christmas music on WBBQ, and everybody's going to be happy about it. But that's what we like. We like having a good time. We got a great show for you today. We got a lot to get through. We have a whole lot to get through, and I'm excited. We have some new guests. We have some of our regulars that will be calling in today, and it's going to be a really, really good show today. Again, I am Kenny Adams, the host, and also co-founder of AugustusChoice.com. We are glad to, again, have you as our listeners and watchers. And if you check us out on the podcast as well, and you put it on your smartphone or in your MP3 player, on your iPod or Zune, if anybody still uses a Zune. But then again, those things were pretty cool, but I just don't really see them around anymore. You guys, we have done a lot, and I mean a lot of interaction on Twitter lately. There's been a lot of stuff going on Twitter that we're really, really pleased about. We've been able to connect with some other people in the Augusta area. There's a lot of people that are just, really trying to get out there and get their name out there, and I'm finding more and more that people are looking for a job via Twitter. They're asking if anybody's hiring, if anybody's out there trying to recruit. And I know there's a lot of businesses that are on Twitter, and unfortunately I just don't see too many people actually utilizing it to actually do the recruiting. And I think that's where a lot of people are missing the mark. So there's something that we're going to be talking about a little bit later on today, actually in the next few minutes, about something that we're bringing to Augusta's Choice, something that we are resurrecting from the ashes. It's like the phoenix. But you guys can also check us out on Facebook.com/Augusta's Choice, AUGUSTASCHOICE. We have a lot of fans. We have dubbed the fans the AC Army. You guys rock. We love interacting with all of you. We do giveaways all the time. It's a lot of fun interacting with you guys. Sometimes we'll just throw out just random topics, and you guys will just go crazy with them. And we like that. We like it when you guys actually, when people interact. That's the big part of social media, right? If you're not out there, hanging out downtown, or you're not, chilling with your friends, if you see them online, you can actually interact with them there. So that's what we like to do. We like to consider all of you. We don't consider you our minions, but we consider you our friends, because that's just the way we roll. We also have our digital newspaper, if you will, that is all user-generated content, which I think is awesome, because it's now us sharing out the information that you find important, and being that we are community-based. If this is something that the community deems important, then we're going to share out that content. So if you're on Twitter, you will see, twice a day, in the mornings and in the afternoons, we post the Augusta's Choice Daily. I guess it should be called like multi-daily, because we come out twice a day. But yeah, it's all user-driven content, and it's great. We love reading some of your stories and some of the things that you're interested in. So that's really cool. Moving on to the new section that we are releasing to AugustusChoice.com. We are very proud of being able to bring this back, and it's actually based on a request that was put on our calendar, which, by the way, before I go into what we're releasing today, I wanted to let you guys know that we have been working with Mr. Matt Plocha from Verge magazine. We are, again, another thing that we're excited about is in the next few days, you will notice that the calendar section on Augustus Choice, which is when you go to the resources section, you have something that says, actually, no, it's at the very, very top of the site. It's just CSRA events. When you click it right now, you go there and there's a calendar that's unfortunately just a wee bit bare. I mean, now it's a great plugin, it's a great calendar, but the only problem about it is there's not anything there right now. And the reason why there's nothing there is because honestly, it would be a full-time job just all in that in itself to populate that calendar with all the great things that happen in the area. So, starting within the next few days, you will see that we will now be pulling in the full events list from Verge magazine. Yay, hand clap. Woo! What's cool about this is Mr. Matt Plocha from Verge, who I deem him. I don't know if he's, yeah, he's king of downtown. He's king of downtown, and if he is the king, then that would make me probably like, I don't know. I'm not even. I don't think I'm even a duke. I'm not even related to the royal family of downtown. But he has taken a lot of time to try to make their events section out of Verge extremely robust, and it is a lot of information in there. So on Augustus Choice, we will be pulling in the events from Verge magazine. I'm really excited about that because that's going to be another great resource that will then pop over to Verge, because I guess you can call it a little bit of a unmentioned partnership, but we may be moving into a different direction with that as well. So we'll have some more information coming on that. But still, the event section is going to be really, really thick. If you ever need to find out what's going on in town and you haven't had a chance to pop over to Verge's website, you can go over to augustuschoice.com. Obviously, we would love to have you as a visitor. And you can pop on over to CSRA events, and you will find all of the good events that are happening in the entire CSRA. I mean, it's chock full of great concerts. There's artist exhibits there. I mean, there's just tons of great stuff. And also, I don't think I'm at liberty to announce just yet something that's coming from Verge, but guys, let me tell you, next show probably I'll be able to talk to you guys about some really, really cool stuff that the Verge crew is about to debut to the CSRA. There is nothing like it, and let's just say that it's awesome, and you're going to want to be a part of it, especially if you have a mobile or a smartphone. It's something that you'll need. But again, going back to now what we are releasing today on Augustus Choice. I'm going to pop over to the CSRA events, and I'm looking down at the comments. Now, the first comment comes from Gail, and Gail says, have you thought about having a part of the site for businesses who are wanting to hire? I have two daughters, one who just graduated from college, looking for jobs, and thought this might provide a good forum. Well, when we first started out with Augustus Choice 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, we had some really groovy components that were built in, and they were used, but I think we oversaturated it. Plus, we had just started, so there wasn't really all that many people at launch that they're like, okay, information overload. Well, now we have the AC Army, and we have people that are joining the site. I mean, we had 4 or 5 new businesses added to the directory alone yesterday, 2 added today. And there's a lot of people that are signing up for the site, and they're really using this as a tool, exactly what we wanted it to be 2 years ago. Well, now, if you go to Augustus Choice and you want to, first let's start out with the job market. Go to augustuschoice.com/forum, FORUM, and I will let you guys know that now we have the resurgence of Augusta's Voice. Now, what is Augusta's Voice? Augusta's Voice is a forum for the CSRA to be able to utilize and interact with everybody else in the area. And we're trying to do this in a little bit of a unique way. The main reason why we're doing it like this is we are wanting the users to be able to, for the job section at least, for employers and for recruiters to be able to uh, interact with people or put out, the jobs that they have available, and again, do it in a way that's not your typical job posting site. Using the forums, we feel that this will be a good way for the people that are looking for jobs to be able to showcase their temperament, showcase their personality, to do things, take it one step further than your generic business website to where or job posting website. Yes, you'll be able to post your resume, you'll be able to add attachments and things like that so that potential employers can see your what you have. But we look at that as more of just a roadmap or a site map of what you have to offer. Instead, now you'll be able to say, okay, this is my experience. This could almost be a little bit of a pre-job interview. But over also on the forums, we have well, I mean, the sky's the limit with this thing. We can take it virtually anywhere we want to go. If you want to talk about sports in Augusta, if you want to talk about the Riverhawks, which I saw a tweet earlier today that there is, let's see, we have a little over 60 days or something like that when the Riverhawks season will be starting, and I'm excited about that because I mean that's well, my wife, Mrs. Augusta's Choice, as most of you know, she is Canadian, so it is a prerequisite in this house that we watch hockey. So the Riverhawks, their season's starting up again. We're going to be heading out there, and who knows, we might even do a couple of live broadcasts during the games. That would be pretty cool. But again, go to augustuschoice.com/forum. And you guys, you'll be able to see some great stuff over there. If you have any suggestions for topics, any suggestions for different sections, let me know, please, because I want to make sure that we have all the information that is pertinent to you. It's a really, really great section, has a tremendous amount of potential, and it is there for you. We are here as a conduit for you to be able to reach the community and business owners, the ones, you guys that are listening, listen up. I want you guys to use this to its full potential. And if you have a different way of using it, if you can think of a different way of getting the word out that you're hiring, that you're requesting someone new to work for you, use it. Please, or if you have useful information that you can provide to someone that's asking questions. I mean, we're going to have a parent section on here. We're going to have a section for recipes. I saw on Facebook that the profile, which he needs to change over to a fan page, or she, because it's still kind of ambiguous. Augusta Eats, who calls himself a Augusta's foodie. It started a group called Recipe Swap on Facebook, and I think that's really, really cool. And I think that again, this could be a great conduit to be able to go and share information. This is your site. Augusta's Choice is your site to make it whatever you want it to be. So that's another groovy. Wow, I'm having problems talking today. Groovy section that we have released to Augusta's Choice. So I'll be posting that on Facebook here in the next little bit. I'm very excited about it. We have some great stuff coming in that section. So today also we will be speaking. We're going to change tracks a little bit, and we are going to be speaking with someone that I met via Twitter in the Augusta area. And actually, it's not just one person; it's a group of people. We all know that Augusta has a very large music community. We have a lot of great musicians. I mean, come on, we got Lady Antebellum that came from here. I mean, that's a no-brainer. We have James Brown. I mean, this is the birthplace of a lot of great artists. Amy Grant was another one. So we have today on the show a hip-hop group that is a Christian hip-hop group that is, here from the CSRA, and they're called the Lively Stones. They will be calling in the next few, any minute now. They should be on the line. And, we're really excited because they just released their first video on YouTube, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But one thing I found very cool about this, and we'll talk to them about it in a minute, is they filmed it all downtown. And yeah, it's the production quality of the video from what I've seen is really, really good. And I think that we may just have them on the line right now. I'm going to bring it up. Who do we have on the line right now?
This is Quamid from the Lively Stones.
And just speak of the man or one of the men themselves. And you said your name was Quamid,
Yes, sir.
and we have Quamid from the Lively Stones on the line right now. Everybody, give them a. Well, you won't be able to even hear the audience giving you a round of applause, but know in your heart that people are clapping for you. How you doing today, man?
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good. All right, so I got a couple. I'm about to grill you with a couple of questions. All right, because I love the stuff that you guys are doing. I listened to the song on YouTube, which is called what is it? Move.
More.
More. Sorry about that. And it's a really good song. The production quality is really, really good. I love the quality of the video that you did. And yeah, if you could tell me a little bit more, how long you guys been together?
Oh, we've been together for about 5 years. We all met here in Augusta. Three of us were students at Augusta State University, and the fourth one was Jonathan. I met him personally at working at Sears Contract Sales, and so we just came together about 5 years ago, and we started doing concerts and different events and outreach events and stuff like that, and then the group just developed, and we started being more serious about the type of music that we were going to do and the quality of the sound that we wanted to have.
All right, now did you guys record your music here in town?
Yes, we recorded it with Marlon Stokes.
Okay.
He's a local artist who also has records that have been released nationally. So so basically, we started out. We did a demo project, and it was kind of just a little project just to kind of have something. And we realized that we had something from God, and we wanted to do the best that we could to have it, like you said, the production quality cleaned up, and so that's what we did. We went to pretty much what we thought was the best in the area, and then we went to Marlon Stokes, and so
all right,
that's the quality of sound that we have.
Very cool. Now let me ask, how many are in your group?
It's four of us.
Four
officially.
Of you. All right. Now, so you do have like your occasional contributors, I take it.
Yeah, we have other people that come and contribute, and I mean we got young men that are with us, and people that do things in the background. But in terms of concerts and performing, right now we have four.
All right. Okay. So now let me ask, what are some of your influences? Now, are you normally influenced by, say, other Christian hip hop artists who have come before you, or are you do you really look to more so like the mainstream secular artists that have as your influences?
Well, I mean, of course, I feel like we are influenced by everything that we consume. And back in the days, we listened to a lot of secular music, and so certainly, those influences have played their part in our lives. But for the most part, now we listen to Christian rap.
Who's some of your favorite artists?
We listen to mostly, I guess, rappers like Lecrae,
okay,
Trip Lee. What's his name?
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Truth.
Okay,
Go ahead.
See, I come from a background myself with Christian music, Christian hip hop, alternative, and now I mean I was listening to stuff that may be a little bit before your day, but I mean back in the day I used to listen to like SFC, listen to Dynamic Twins. I mean these were some of the original pioneers of the Christian hip hop. I mean, but at first all we had was Stephen Wiley, and he was like Bible break, and it was just like, all right, dude, come on. But cats like again like SFC, PID, they had a pretty big impact on us. Me and my brother growing up, and it looks like now back in the '90s, I mean, you had a really big resurgence of Christian alternative and rock, and now in in this generation, it seems like the Christian hip hop underground is really starting to grow pretty fast.
Yeah.
Now I want to play a little bit of your music, if you don't mind. I have the song "More" play right here, and let's see. Let's get.
Crucifixion, fix the friction that it came from the beginning. Now he's giving out forgiveness, you, your children, and your siblings. Just listen, it's all about the kingdom that he's building, and how we take position in the spirit, not your feelings. Yo, it don't matter if you're 50 or you're just a kid. Be unashamed to praise his name, dance like David did. Y'all let my Jesus sing, get your net and start fishing. Make disciples of the nations, y'all, that's the mission. No longer of the world, I rejoice for.
Now, Quamid, can you tell me something? Who did the videography for you?
We basically did it ourselves. Tim is a communications major. That's the one who's rapping right there in that clip.
Okay.
He's a communications major, and he had one of his friends who's also a communications major, and they did all the video, and Tim did all the editing. And so basically, we call it no budget productions.
Oh,
So,
all right. You know what? You just named
and
all
we're very happy
independent.
with the video because I mean it really looks good, and the fact that we were able to do everything in house.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's the best way to go. I mean, right now, if you know, for people that are watching, you know, this is my in-house studio that we're broadcasting for. Turn up the AC, and you know, I mean, honestly, that right now, that's the way to do it. I mean, that's partially why I feel you don't really see all that many videos on BET, or on MTV, VH1 all that much anymore because so many artists are now able to buy the correct equipment, get high quality production, access to high quality production items, and they're able to produce their own music, produce their own videos, and I mean, yeah, I mean that's really really good, man. I think you guys now which one are you? I'm looking at the video right now. I'm trying to see which one you are.
I am the kind of husky, dark skinned fella.
All right, you just described me. But all right, I see you in the background now, though. Okay, now, guys, if you want to check out the video for the Lively Stones, you can go to youtube.com/tlstones. I'll put a link up, and I'll embed the video in the next post on AugustusChoice.com. When we go over this last or this broadcast. But yeah, these guys are really good. They have again high production value. I hope to see you guys go places. You guys are doing really really good.
Hey, thank you so much, man. We're hoping the same.
No problem. Now, do you have any performances scheduled coming up?
Not this month. We have a few performances next month. We have one. I believe it's on the 17th and 18th at Tabernacle Baptist Church in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
And that's the only one that we have coming up in September. So.
All right. Very cool. Now
we'll be posting new announcements when as they come on the webpage www.tlstones.com. And, you know, we'll also be posting on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Very good, very good. Now, I saw that you guys have your Facebook set up as a profile. Would highly recommend you guys do it as a fan page or convert it over. Just because it would give you a lot of visibility, a little bit more ease and control, and Facebook would look at that as a little bit better for you because sometimes they will shut it down if it's an entity instead of a page. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And also, anytime you guys have any concerts coming up, have anything going on, you know, let me know. And we'll make sure that you guys will at least we'll try to get you into, you know, like Verge for their, you know, upcoming concerts. And, you know, I want you guys to keep on calling into the show. We have, you know, and also, and I'll talk to you guys, I'll, you know, tweet this to you guys a little bit later. I want to find a way. How can people purchase your CDs?
Well, right. I just received information this morning that our CDs are now available at CD Baby. So if they can't get in contact with us personally, we also we'll have CDs later on this week at Pyramid Music.
Oh, hold on real quick. Here, hold on. Let's do this again. I think that may have been our next caller. If you can, hold on. Are you still there? Oh, it looks like we may have lost him by accident. Sorry, that was a technical glitch on my end. I do know that that was our next caller coming in. So that was Quamid from the Lively Stones. That was my bad, everybody. Did not mean to cut him off, but as you can see, you can get his music on cdbaby.com. We'll go ahead and post the links up. TL or the Lively Stones, Quamid, my bad. If if you're still listening, again, go ahead and we'll get you squared away. And yeah, that was Quamid from the Lively Stones. They're a great group. I think they're gonna go someplace. They're going to have a live concert here next month. And as soon as we get some more information about that, we'll be sure to put that up. But as you heard, we have someone else on the line, and I do believe that the person that is on the line is that you, Aubrey? There she goes. I think she had dropped off for a second, but I think she is here now. Is that you, Aubrey?
No, this is Q Quamid.
Okay, he's back. All right, we got him. Sorry, did not mean to cut you off before, sir. If you can give us a little bit more information about what you got going, where we can find you.
Like I said, www.cdbaby.com, and you just go look for the Lively Stones, and you can purchase a CD there. Of course, that will be digital, or they can send you the CD, and they'll also be at Pyramid Music downtown in Augusta very soon, and we'll hopefully they'll be at different stores across the globe, soon. But right now, the internet for those who are not in Augusta is the best option.
Absolutely. And you can keep on. You can push it through so many different channels. And shoot me a tweet, send me a direct message, and I'll aggregate a couple of different links that I can get you guys to submit your music to, so that you can get it spread out. Wide canvas it, so people that may not go to CD Baby all the time, they can still access your music in other places. Want to help you guys out as much as we can, because I think you guys definitely have something there.
Well, I definitely appreciate it, and we appreciate everything that God is doing with just preaching the gospel.
Anytime, man.
It's the gift He gave us, and we're gonna use it for His glory. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks again, everybody. We were speaking with Quamid from the Lively Stones, and we'll talk to you later, man.
All right. Peace.
All right. Peace. And I think now we do have. Is this Aubrey?
Hey.
It is Aubrey. Yes, I have you on the line. You're just coming in. You're just hopping right on the line right now. We were having a little bit of a technical difficulty because someone else tried to call in, and then I accidentally hung up on both callers at the same time. So that was my my newbie moment, but it's all good. We now have Aubrey Nazaro from Earth Fair in Augusta on the line. How you doing, Aubrey?
Fine. How are you?
I am doing good. We were talking with a couple of new people today, and yeah, things are going really, really good. What do you got for us today?
Well, actually, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a teaser. Most everybody's not supposed to know about this till tomorrow.
We're about to get some news.
Because
go ahead.
Anybody that gets our emails will see in the email tomorrow. But we're actually re-announcing the launch of our famous receipt program, which basically what you'll do is when you shop at the store anytime before 3 p.m., you'll get a stamp on your receipt. And if you bring your receipt back that same day, it's only good for that same day, but if you have to come back to the store or you decide, oh, you know what, I want to get like for instance, tonight we do, prime rib on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something that you need to come back for, you'll get $5 off your next $25 purchase.
Very, very cool.
So kind of like a daily coupon. And I mean, I know some people are like, oh, why would I come there twice? It's amazing how many shoppers we get in this place that I see multiple times a day.
Absolutely.
So
I'm one of them.
We've got that going on. And I'm not sure. I want to say it's going to end sometime in the beginning of September. So it's kind of just going to be a couple weeks now, starting tomorrow. So it's a really great chance to just have another option to save some more money.
Very, very cool. Now, with this program, when was the last time you guys did this?
We did it last year, kind of right around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier in the year. It was right before back to school happened.
Okay.
So, and we had it run for longer last time, and it was kind of our first go-around with it, and we had a good response. So we said, all right, well, we'll give it another try again this year and see how we go.
Very, very cool. Again, everybody on the line right now is Aubrey Nazaro from Earth Fair in Augusta. They're located at 368 Fury's Ferry Road in Martinez, Georgia. You guys are open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., right?
That's right.
Now, everybody, I'm going to take a moment to give myself a little bit of a plug whenever I go to Earth Fair. Well, it's not really a plug for me. It's really for the hot case and where they make all the sandwiches. I am a huge advocate of getting their barbecue chicken wrap. Guys, I mean, seriously, this is some of the best food you'll ever eat. Now, Aubrey, I got just a quick question. This is kind of not really related to business at all, but how often do you have them make you sandwiches over there?
How often, like me personally?
Yes.
I just ate one. Like, I just now finished eating one, like right before I called in. I had the Flapjack jerk chicken sandwich. That one's like grilled chicken with this jerk sauce on it, and it's like a spicy mayo and peppers and onions and like pepper jack cheese, and it's awesome.
All right, and if everybody wasn't hungry yet, you are now hungry. Thank you, Aubrey, because I am now hungry.
Grilled on some toasty ciabatta bread.
and this is that's a nice little commercial just for them. But seriously, guys, if you ever go out to Earth Fair and you're out, doing your regular shopping, and you find that you're hungry, head on over to that case, the hot case. Now, what would you officially call that section?
That's just a sandwich station, the sandwich bar.
Okay, so
because we have our hot bar, we have a salad bar. The hot bar is something they cook for that daily. It's always something different. We've actually got another new person cooking back there, and I must say, in the last 4 days that he's cooked, we've had people just coming up nonstop saying, "Whoever cooked, please tell them they did an awesome job. It was fantastic, the best it's ever been." His name's Ben. He's fantastic. He's from New Orleans, and he knows how to use some spices in his food. And he made some carnitas the other day on the hot bar.
And what is that? Carnitas.
It's a Mexican dish. It's a kind of like a braised, then grilled, pork, shredded pork.
Okay.
You put in tacos and man, it was awesome.
That sounds way too good for that's just too good. But he's going to have to go through the official grilling. You see what I did there? Augusta's Choice. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was bad. But now, is he going to be cooking on Thursday nights? Do you know?
I'm sorry?
Is he going to be working Thursday nights?
I don't know. He's here during the day a lot more, so I'm not quite sure what his schedule is, and it kind of rotates quite a bit. But I'll tell you, that food the other night was fantastic. I mean, it was tender and crispy at the same time. Oh, it was just wonderful.
Very cool. Now, what's and I think you may have already said it, but again, what's on the menu for tonight for your? It's the way back nights, right?
Tonight is our good old days dinner. We have prime rib on the menu tonight. We've got mashed potatoes, grilled veggies. There's a vegetarian option. I want to say the next couple of weeks will be prime rib, so if you don't get the opportunity to make it tonight, try again next week, because right now I want to say for the rest of the month, it's going to be a prime rib Tuesday.
Ooh.
And then I think it'll probably gear up and change once again in the next month.
Prime rib Tuesdays at Earth Fair. I mean, guys, that right there
$8.99 a plate for all of that. So prime rib, mashed potatoes, and veggies. I mean, $8.99, you can't go wrong, because it is a big piece of prime rib that they put on that plate.
You guys got to go out to Earth Fair, whether it be on Tuesday night for their good old days with the prime rib, or if you go out on Thursday nights, which is family night, which starts at 4 p.m. all the way through till 8 p.m., right? I got the times right this time, right?
It's almost the same, yeah. Family dinner nights from 4 to 8, and
4 to
good
8.
old days on Tuesdays are 4:30 to 7:30.
Perfect. Thursday nights, if you purchase one adult meal, you get up to 6 kids, and that's under age of 12, right?
Yep, it's 12 and under. One adult meal purchase minimum. It's got to be a minimum purchase of a $5 meal, but it could be anything from a hot bar, salad bar, sushi. It could be sandwiches, anything. As long as the minimum adult purchase is $5, you can get up to 6 kids meals free.
That's just an insane deal, everybody. I mean, for people that have a lot of kids, that's really, really good. I mean, and the thing is, I know that even if you bring, if your kids have friends over, and I know it's school time, so if they even have if they have friends that are doing homework together, and you want to bring them over, head on over, get a meal for yourself, sit down in over in the sitting area, and you have a good time, spend some time. And that also happens to be the Augusta's Choice meetup nights. That's the AC meetups. So come on by. I'm there every single Thursday, typically right around 5:30ish. And come on by. You don't have to sit next to me or anything. I won't I won't pick into your food. But you can come by, say what's up. We just want to have a nice little place where the AC Army can congregate and have some fun. And maybe what we'll do is for nights that you want to get out away from, if you have a babysitter or something, you just want to get out and hang out. Maybe we'll start doing that on the good old days nights as well. That might be something we might be able to work out.
There you go.
All right. Well, again, on the line, we have Aubrey Nazaro from Earth Fair. And, again, you can reach them if you need to call, 706-288-3042. And they are at 368 Fury's Ferry Road. They are right at that nice intersection, right across. Publix is right on the other side of you guys, right?
Yeah, we always just say to people right next door to Monkey Joe's, because if anybody has kids, they pretty much know where Monkey Joe's is.
Well, there you go. That is perfect. Right next to Monkey Joe's, you can go in and have yourself a meal, do some great shopping, and then take your kids over to Monkey Joe's, get them good and tired, go home, put them in the bed, and then you eat your good food.
Perfect.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you so much for calling in, Aubrey. It's good talking to you again. We'll talk to you next week.
Absolutely.
All
okay,
right.
take care.
Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Aubrey Nazaro from Earth Fair, and it's always fun having her on the line because she knows how to cut up. And again, it's fun. But seriously, guys, that prime rib sounds really, really, really stinking good. And I will have to try that out. I may actually try that out tonight. It won't go well with my exercising, but. Well, you know what? Never mind, because it is healthy, and if you do portion control. Speaking of recipes. While we have another caller coming up in the next few minutes, but before we get into that subject, because it's a really, really good subject, we have something we're going to start on Augusta's Choice, and I need to speak with the person from Augusta Eats. Actually, I'm thinking about setting up a page on Augusta's Choice that will be another place to display select recipes that are provided by either you or people that post on Facebook. Stuff that looks really, really good. We want people to include pictures because I think that right now a lot of people are getting really health conscious. They're trying to eat better. They're trying to live better, get rid of all the, right now the big thing that you hear about is high fructose corn syrup, and people are trying to get rid of that. And you also hear about people having issues with, there's a lot of gluten-free stuff that that people are really getting into, and that's happening in my household. Even my family, except for me, has gluten allergies. It affects them all differently. Whether it be their stomach hurts, they get skin rashes, eczema. I mean, it's really common. People don't really realize how much it's affecting people. So what my wife has done, Mrs. Augusta's Choice has started her own blog, which I've posted on the Facebook page before. It is akawife.com. That's akawife.com. And she's been posting some amazing recipes out there for the CSRA and for just people in general to come. I mean, we have people from all over. And she made this cake. Now, it wasn't gluten-free, but she made this cake for my son's birthday. And it was my son is absolutely positively obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario Brothers. So she made him a birthday cake in this theme, and I posted it to Reddit, in their gaming subreddit. Now, if you guys don't know what Reddit is, reddit.com, it's a social link sharing site. And we posted it. I mean, her cake ended up getting close to 10,000 views. People, leaving messages and, talking about it. But the thing is, she's a really, really good cook. And I'm not just saying that because I have to say it, but I really, really mean it. She's a really, really good cook. And so if you want to find some good recipes, or you're looking for a couple of different ideas of what you should do, I think that we should really start submitting some of this stuff. Now, I see that I just got a tweet from the one and only Ashton Randall, and said, you should also talk to Loaded Kitchen about the food page. I love her. I'm sure you will too. All right, well, I now have Loaded Kitchen's Twitter handle, and Ashton Randall is now a all-star, because she has been mentioned live on the air, so kudos to you. But I'm gonna have to check out Loaded Kitchen. I think I may have heard of Loaded Kitchen. I just need to do a little bit more research and find out some more, because I think it's something that interests our audience. We know that our audience is primarily families, the younger generations, and people that like to eat, people that like to talk about food. So we want to be able to cater to our audience and bring some good information to you guys. But now, coming up in the next few minutes, we are going to be talking about actually something that's a little bit serious. It's really about bullying and cyberbullying. We have our registered nurse, our resident registered nurse, Beth Branco. She's going to be calling in a few minutes, and we're going to be talking about some serious issues in regards to bullying and cyberbullying. So we look forward to having her weigh in on that. But first, I want to talk also about our phone lines. Now, you guys listening, you heard the snafu, and with the lines, that I'm still working out our phone system, but I think we're doing pretty good. But the phone system is brought to you by Vern's Towing. They are a towing company here in town. They also do unwanted cars in your parking lot. They can unlock your vehicle if you need to. You want to give them a call. You can reach them at 706-790-1209. And yeah, if you saw on Facebook, there was a overturned tractor trailer, 18-wheeler, on Gordon Highway and North Leg yesterday, and it was bad. I mean, the whole entire cab, everything was just tipped over, and it just so happened to be right down the street from Vern's. And one thing that I love about this company, and this isn't just a plug, but this is really about businesses that go above and beyond for their craft. I was heading over to Vern's to talk to them about a couple of different things, because we also do their website, and I've worked on a couple of the computers for them. And he was leaving to go check out the wreck. Now, he wasn't the one doing the towing for this one. I think someone was already on the scene, but he was going to observe, and I would assume he was going to see, exactly what they were doing with it and how they were doing it, and I guess you could call that on-the-job training. And he was just heading over to there, and I thought that was really, really cool. And I know that there are other people that do this, but that's something that you don't typically find with your general businesses. A lot of them, they get to this certain level, and yeah, they have remedial training that they have to do, and they have to go through it. But someone that willingly will take time out of what they're doing to go and do this right on the spot, I mean, that's I think that is admirable, and something that other business owners can really learn from. So again, that's Vern's Towing. And while I figure out the Vern's Towing hotline, I'm also going to be working to make sure that I have the soundboard that I'm using for Turn Up the AC working right as well, which I purchased this equipment. Now, I know we also have a lot of musicians. I've been talking with a lot of people from like ASU recently, talking to the Lively Stones, and I'm a musician myself. I play drums, and if you want to purchase equipment in the CSRA, don't go anywhere but Rock Bottom Music. Seriously, they're downtown. They're awesome. I spoke with Devron, and I know Jonathan Caro, who is the owner and head metalhead over at Rock Bottom Music. They got 2 locations, one downtown, one in Aiken, and they're not going to be your stereotypical, plain Jane music store. Anybody from my generation that knows anything about anything when it comes to movies, I'm going to just mention one movie and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Empire Records. That's what type of atmosphere you get whenever you go to Rock Bottom Music. It is really laid back. It's really, really cool. And they're extremely helpful. When I went in to pick up the board and get the equipment like the microphone and everything for turn up the AC, I went in and talked to Devon, and Devon walked me through, every little bit of equipment that I'm going to need. I was, prepared to pay a lot more money than what I actually ended up needing. And I think it was really cool that, he took the time to really explain to me, he's like, if you're just doing this and doing that, you only really need this bit of equipment, or you only need that bit of equipment. So it was really, really cool. But enough about that. We now have on the line our resident registered nurse, and who I have dubbed Dr. Doolittle. How are you doing today, Miss Beth? Silence. I don't know whether or not I actually have her on the line. She called in. Let's go ahead and have her call in again. Anyway, Beth Branco, she's about to give a call in. She's going to talk about cyberbullying and bullying. Now, I know, while we wait for her to call back in, I do know that we did have a Lifetime movie, I think it was, that came on about cyberbullying, and I think they may have got a bunch of it wrong. Is Beth on the line now?
I am.
Woohoo! We have our
I am being technically challenged today.
I think we all
Everything
are.
I touch is not working right.
I had a little bit of an issue with my setup as well. Don't worry, you're not the only one. How are you doing today, Beth?
I'm good. I think it's just the internet, I guess. I don't know. But I'm good. Otherwise, I'm great.
So, I've already given a little bit of a preface of what you're going to be speaking about today. Again, on the line we have Beth Branco, a registered nurse here in the CSRA. You can see her on NBC Augusta doing her Healthy You segment, and I think you just did a segment on bullying and cyberbullying, right?
I did this morning. I sure did. If anybody watched this morning, we talked about bullying and what a huge issue it has become over the last several years. And really, if you can think back, I think everybody at some point in their time has been bullied by somebody. I mean, that's just kind of what kids do. But I think with the growing social media networking, type environment we have today, that has just really encouraged more of the cyberbullying, which is really becoming a growing epidemic in our area and across the country.
So you are noticing it happening a lot in the area?
Well, I mean, I'm sure, when you look at high schools and middle schools, there are kids that have so much access to so much social media and text messaging and emailing and things like that. And you see it a lot more in young teenage girls, and I think it's just they feel a little bit more safe behind, the technology, being able to be mean and be ugly behind an email or a text message or, a picture message, things like that.
So they're, not to make light of it, but they're now sending or being intimidating by sending, like, text images?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes. Oh, yeah. And what they'll do is, like, they'll, there's been pictures that have been doctored up in Photoshop of somebody and, text message all over or uploaded to Facebook or things like that. So, I mean, those kind of things are real and they are happening. And, you see it a lot more in the young girls than you do in young teenage boys. And it's just really sad. It's really sad that girls, feel like they have to act like that to get the upper hand. And a lot of times it's, kids that, appear to be less confident or have a hard time defending themselves that are usually more at risk for this type of, bullying behavior brought towards them. So.
Wow.
Yeah, but bullying it can happen anywhere. It can happen in a school, at a park, or on a sports team, or, even at home. I mean, you can be bullied by your siblings.
Well, I was bullied by my siblings a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah, and if you think about it, everybody has been, teased or picked on, and by definition, bullying is name-calling or teasing or gossiping, spreading rumors. Everybody has had that done to them at some point in their life. But, when you get into the more, threatening and forcing someone to do something that's dangerous just because they want to be on your sports team, or, hazing during fraternity rush, things
right.
like that, that's when it really becomes dangerous. And when people get so depressed by that, they start attempting suicide, and some, unfortunately, succeed in that suicide. And it's really sad.
That really is.
It comes to that.
I remember back when I was in school. The most that you would get, at least in elementary and middle, it wouldn't be. That was back before, we had cell phones. Well, we had cell phones, but none of us had cell phones back then. It was like the bricks. The brick cell phones. But that was before really any text messaging. Some of the cool kids had pagers, but it cost money to send a page, so it wasn't really like they were really sending threatening pages. The most that we would get would be a little note saying you, me, flagpole, 3:00, black eye. That was our form of intimidation. But now, I can only imagine, you with unlimited plans and texting, and I just downloaded an app for my phone that allows me to have access to my Facebook chat list, and people can chat with me from Facebook directly to my phone. I can only imagine what people are able to do now to intimidate other people. That's just messed up.
Yeah, and, like with YouTube, people can, make these videos, these harassing and threatening videos about people, and, just say these bad things about these young kids, and then upload it to an internet site for everybody in the world to see, and if you look at some of these news clips that they've had where these girls are fighting, and they've got people that are recording it, and then they upload it to YouTube. That's basically a form of bullying, because it's intimidating that person, it's embarrassing that person, it's hurting them, and they're trying to make themselves look bigger and better, and they're really not. And so it's just
one thing that I've noticed is with social media, it really has taken us to a level of oversharing and almost oversaturation of information. And
absolutely,
with everybody having, again, smartphones that can record HD video, even some smartphones that record 3D video now, and the ability to just quickly upload it directly to YouTube and say, watch me beat such and such down or whatever, I can definitely see that as a way of cyberbullying. Now, are there any symptoms that parents can look at for? Because I know school just started, and we're in the thick of the very beginning of the school year. So I guess it would almost be. I'm not trying to compare schools to prisons, but I guess for the bullies, it's a way for them to really kind of stake their ground as you're not going to mess with me this year. So are there any symptoms or any things that parents should be looking for to see whether or not their kids are being bullied and that they may need to step in?
Absolutely. And, in addition to the sadness and the hurt feelings, kids that are being bullied can really have some serious physical problems. They can have headaches, stomach aches, anxiety, eating disorders, and that's really sad, especially, the young girls are so concerned about their looks and about their weight, and I blame that on the modeling industry for making it appear like everybody has to be gorgeous and 5'9" and 90 pounds. And that's just not the way it is.
Oh, I so fit that profile.
Yeah, and but kids, tease people about their weight and things. And so, people develop, young girls can develop eating disorders when they're teased about their weight. And that can lead to a lot of negative health effects. You could see a decline in your child's grades because she's, having trouble sleeping or, just not able to concentrate in class and not testing well. And then, like I said earlier, you can have those thoughts and acts of suicide when it really gets, that bad.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things that parents can look out for. And, for the kids that are out there that are getting bullied, or if you know somebody that's getting bullied, don't be afraid to tell an adult, somebody that you trust, your teacher, a school nurse, stand up for yourself or stand up for that other person and report it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's only going to get worse if it just continues to go on and on. And, it is not something that is, it can be a very bad thing. And these kids just need to know that that's, it's not okay to bully and need to make a stand and take up for themselves.
Very good, very good. Now, do you have now, does NBC Augusta give you the ability to put up any links or anything on their website that people might be able to reference this?
Well, I am working on trying to get my segment posted from today to WAGT.com, and there is a link there for Healthy You. It's under Lifestyles. On the top of the web page, it's under Lifestyles, and then you'll see a little link that says Ask Healthy You. And when they're posted, I also post them to my Facebook page, and also to Twitter. So, they're out there, but I'm not really sure when it's going to get uploaded. I'm hoping a little bit later today, but I will definitely keep a check on that and send the link out. I can give you the link too when I get it.
Well, how about this? And we'll talk about this maybe after the broadcast, but how about this? And yes, I'm going to put this out there in front of everybody, and maybe we can have some of the people weigh in on Twitter. And I'm actually going to post this right now to Twitter. And as I type, I'm actually going to put this out there. So here you go.
You're multitasking, right?
I am trying my best, but it's like chewing bubble gum and walking at the same time. I don't know if it's actually effective.
I'm watching you too. I'm waiting to see you do it.
All right. Well, here you go. Well, see, I'd have to lift up my keyboard though, because it's like there you go, there. Anyway.
Okay. I gotcha.
There you go. Here's my thought. Do you think that, and I'm putting this out as a poll to the Twitter, to our Twitter followers, as well as to the people that are watching right now. Do you think that we should have a featured section from the Barranco RN on Augusta's Choice?
Oh, pick me, yes, I think so.
There we go. Well, I don't think.
Do I get to vote?
I don't think so. I don't think you get. I don't think you get a say in this. No, but the thing is, I think that. Okay, well, I already just had someone. There goes Ashton Randall again. I think she is our rabid fan of the day.
I love Ashton. Ashton and I have become Twitter friends, so I like Ashton.
Wow, you know what? We are so meta right now. I think that I think there are people that are going to say that we really should, because you do provide us with some good information. And what I'll probably do is, if you can get access to your Healthy You, and maybe we'll talk to the people over at NBC if they'll be cool with it. If they do have your segment there, maybe we'll see if we can get that embedded. We'll put a link to NBC Augusta's website so that they can get some traffic. I'll cut up your segment from the podcast and put that on there so people can listen to your different sections as well, and give you the opportunity to do a couple of write-ups, because you do give really, really good information that people do find useful. So I think that would be really, really cool for other people to be able to hear what you have to say, because not everybody has access to being able to ask a question, or and if they start posting questions, that'll give you more topics for Healthy You as well as for Turn Up the AC. Hint, hint.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea, and I love to get viewer feedback. And, if anybody does have a question, a health question or comment or a topic they'd like to hear about, I do encourage those people to contact me via Facebook or Twitter, and I do have an email address, and it's bbarrancorn@gmail.com, and that is it's a private email address. So if they would feel more comfortable, talking to me through email, that's great too. So. But yeah, I highly encourage people to get out there and, find things that are interesting to you. And, I'm learning every day. I learn new things every day, and I enjoy it too. So if it's something that's not real known about, let me know, and I'll look it up for you.
Perfect. That sounds
I want to
really
know
good.
about it too.
All right. Well, and I think I may have actually a couple of topics as well for you that I might shoot your way to see whether or not you would be interested. I'll, like I said, we'll speak a little bit after the broadcast. But yeah, got some good stuff for you. Everybody, again, we have on the line Beth Baranco. She is a registered nurse here in Augusta, and she is also the person that does Healthy You on NBC Augusta. It's always good hearing from her. She has a weekly segment on Turn Up the AC, and it's always a wealth of knowledge. So definitely tune in each week to hear her segment. I'm obviously hear everything, but just to hear her segment as well, because it's some really, really good stuff.
Well, thanks, Kenny, and I'm so glad that you asked me to do this, and I've enjoyed it and look forward to each Tuesday. So I appreciate you letting me do it.
Well, you're watching, so you can see I'm doing like the old 1930s, here, yay,
Yeah.
there you go. I need to find out what that move is, and then I'm going to coin it.
If they could see me right now, we could high five.
There goes internet high five. And actually, what we're going to do, guys, in the next little bit, we're going to, over the next coming weeks, we're going to start bringing in Beth to do a video segment. She'll share the feed and be a co-host during her segment, it'll be good. So you can see the actual high five.
That'd be cool.
All right. Well, again, thanks for calling in, Beth. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds great. Have a good day.
You too. All right, so yes, that was Beth Baranco. She is a registered nurse here in the CSRA, and she always has some really, really good info for us. Like last week, she talked about ways to, or actually, she's covered ways to beat the heat. She's talked about all sorts of great topics, and she's going to be providing us with some more. So we're actually going to be going a little bit longer today in our broadcast because we have one more special guest that we want to talk to on the line, and he'll be calling in a minute. One thing I want to stress, and we're going to be talking about this for a while until the actual date or days that it actually happens. We have, in Augusta, we have some really, really great stuff that happens. I mean, we have the ESI Ironman competition that's coming up next month, which I will be out there with my camera. We just had that cyclist competition that was here. We had there was a fundraiser for the Augusta Ballet where everyone, including one of my clients and friends, Ted McLyman from Apex Behavioral Solutions, was wearing a tutu while they were biking to, raise awareness and money for the Augusta Ballet, which I thought was hilarious. I'll try to get some pictures posted of that as well. But we have the Westobou Festival that is coming, and that is a humongous celebration of all things local, which all different cultures. Sorry, the Westobou people for flubbing that one up. I'm just having issues today, but it's all good. I'm going over to our Facebook fan page right now. I asked the people on Facebook to define Westobou. I wanted to see what they thought and how they would describe it. And I love some of the comments. We had about 7 comments that were posted. 2 of them by me, so okay, 5. We have from Angela Roberts: a variety of cultures and people from all walks of life unite for a huge celebration in our community. Ashton Randall, our resident fangirl today, she said, art and culture on steroids in awesome Hulk Hogan kind of way, not the aggressive, violent, wannabe athlete kind of way. And, Hulk Hogan, is one of my personal heroes growing up, so I definitely agree with that. And she asked me if I saw the Hulk Hogan statue. I have not seen the Hulk Hogan statue, Ashton, so you need to tweet that pic to me because I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Sarah Hicks said a giant eclectic mix of artists of all genres who take over downtown Augusta. Now, that is, I think, one of the absolute best descriptions because it is a full-on takeover of downtown Augusta. I think it's really, really cool how they do it. There was a big showcase of dancers that took over during First Friday, one of the intersections downtown. And it's on YouTube. It's all over the place on YouTube. We'll embed the video ourselves. And I was getting after, in the last broadcast, I was getting after... I think I was getting after Ashton for calling it a flash mob. I think flash mobs are supposed to be whenever people don't know it's actually happening. Now, granted, it was extremely cool, but it was a lot of people that were involved, and I think that it was really, really cool that there was so many people that got together, coordinated it, and did the choreography, and I think it was really, really groovy how it was done. And over the coming weeks, we're going to have a lot of people from the Westobou Festival that are included and that are contributing, and we're going to have them call in and give us a little bit of information about what they're doing, how they're going about bringing some of that culture. We went last year as a family, and it was extremely hot out during the festival. Met up with a couple of friends, walked around, saw all the different booths, went to all the different vendors, went to all. It's like, you know what I think? I think it's actually like little Epcot Center in Augusta. Now, if you've never been to Epcot Center down in Florida, that's where I'm from. You literally get to travel around the world in a day. Visiting down there at Epcot Center. I think that's a little bit how it is at the Westobou Festival. You get to experience all these different cultures, and you get to celebrate, our differences all in one spot, and I think it's really, really cool. So today we are going to be speaking, hopefully, with Coco Rubio. Coco, for those that do not know who Coco is, Coco Rubio he runs Sky City as well as the Soul Bar. And hopefully he'll be calling in a few moments to talk about some of the goodies that he has going on at during the Westobou Festival. And he's always I see his stuff coming up through Facebook, and I see a bunch of invites for the different things that he's putting together. And it looks like he may have something pretty special planned coming up for the festival, and I want to be able to talk to him about it on the air. And if he doesn't call in today, we'll try to get him next week, because I think that he is it was kind of put together last minute, but we're going to try to get him on anyway. I'm going to go ahead and go down to Westobou Festival myself. I feel like I'm bumbling over my words when I say Westobou Festival. If you say that 5 times fast, you end up sounding like you have marbles in your mouth. But the Westobou Festival, see, there I go again. It's going to be happening downtown. I'll get the dates put up on Facebook for you. I'll get the dates put up on AugustusChoice.com as well. And as we get closer, we'll be submitting some more links. We'll post some more videos because it looks like Visit Augusta posted on the Augustus Choice wall, Facebook.com/AugustusChoice. Not too earlier today, about an hour ago, there's a video from the Westobou Festival. And, the community really comes together to put this, to put this event on, and they really do a really great job of organizing it. It's all, it's from what I've been able to see, it's always peaceful, and it's, just a really great celebration. So we'll have that coming up in a little bit. I don't know whether or not we'll actually have Coco giving a call in, which is a little bit sad, but if Ashton wants to call in and let me know a little bit of information about it, she could feel free. The number to dial, or if you want to weigh in on what's coming up, we're going to open up the phone lines for a few moments. 706-871-4297. Again, that's 706-871-4297. That is the number to call. That is the hotline sponsored by Vern's Towing Service, which is here in Augusta. They are the sponsor for our phone lines. We are going to continue to open up the phone lines on a go-forward basis here at the end of the show to let you guys, weigh in on different topics and give a call in and, just talk about what's going on, what you guys got going on in the CSRA. I'm going to give that another few more moments. Yeah, so we had a really good show today. Thank you to Beth Baranko for calling in. Thank you for Earth Fair, the Lively Stones, and we do have a caller on the line. Who am I speaking with right now?
This is Ashton.
Ah, she heard the call. Thank you for calling in, Ashton. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Pretty good. Are you nervous to be on the radio?
I am a little nervous.
You're gonna do fine. Don't worry.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Just wanted to ask you a quick question. So how many years have you been going to the Westobou Festival?
This is actually only my second year being involved, well, not involved with the Westobou Festival, but actually being aware of what it's all about. It started out last year. I worked at the Imperial Theater, and we had several groups who put on shows there at the theater as part of the Westobou Festival. And now working with the CVB, it's something that brings in lots of visitors every year who are interested in art and culture. So I've kind of watched it grown into what it is now, and I'm really excited about it.
Hey, Ashton, hate to put you on hold for a moment, but I think Coco may be calling in right now. Do you want to hold?
That's awesome, yeah.
And actually, you know what? They just dropped the line. Sorry about that.
Oh, no.
It's all good. I didn't want to interrupt you because you were giving some really good information. But hopefully you'll call in again in a few moments. But last year I went out there. It was really, really good. It was really, really fun to be able to go out there and see all the. I mean, it was packed. It was a packed house. Well, I wouldn't say a packed house, being that it's open air. It was just a lot of people out there, and everybody had smiles on their faces. How many people? Do you have any numbers, perchance, of how many people estimated came by?
I'm not sure because actually the Arts in the Heart of Augusta Festival that happened last year as part of the Westobou Festival is actually not going to be the same time again this year.
Okay.
It's, Arts in the Heart is it's a huge 3-day festival where local artists and dancers and performers and just everybody local comes in and sets up shop and creates a huge market for people to come and shop and see what kind of stuff Augusta is putting out. And the Westobou Festival is actually something that's separate this year from it. They're going to do it separately, and it is a chance for local organizations like the Augusta Ballet, the Augusta Players, things like that to actually take advantage of grant money that the Westobou Festival puts out there.
Don't worry, I did it too.
They can.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry?
No, I just said, don't worry, I've flubbed the name too.
Yeah. It's so that they can bring in some really top-notch artists that they might not be able to bring in without that money, and it's to really enhance their season. For example, the Augusta Ballet this year is bringing in it's their tribute to the Garden City, and it's a event called Botanica by Momix. And Momix is a huge internationally acclaimed ballet, what do you call them, corps group, something like that.
I think it's a troupe.
A ballet group, and they're coming to Augusta, which is phenomenal, and they're going to put on Botanica, which incorporates a lot of really cool visual stunts and
very
really
cool.
Yes, it's very cool.
Well,
and
that sounds awesome.
It is. It's very awesome. I'm very excited about it. They're going to be at the Imperial this year, but it also it allows people to do something that's totally off the scale of what they would normally do in the sake of doing it for the Westobou Festival and to bring new people in and show off Augusta as the arts and culture, not giant, but growing giant that we are, because we really are. We have a lot to do.
We are the gentle giant.
Yes, the gentle giant.
Well, Ashton, I won't keep you on the spot for too much longer. I'll go ahead and let you go. But you did give us some good information. If you can let me know, what is the dates of the Westobou Festival?
It is September 29th through October 8th.
Very, very good. September 9th through...
it's a whole week and a half.
That is very, very cool. We'll go ahead and post up some links. We'll get some more information put out there on Facebook and on Augusta's Choice. And again, thank you for being one of our rabid fans with the AC Army. And like I said, we just launched our forum section on Augusta's Choice. Feel free to check that out. That's going to be growing over the next little bit as well. Thank you so much for calling in, Ashton.
Thank you for doing such a good job.
I'm trying. I really am. And I do know that, each week the broadcast builds even more and more people tune in, more people get excited. And we have more people that are interested in, calling in and doing segments. So hopefully with the help of the AC Army, we can continue to make this grow.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. Well, again, thanks so much, Ashton, and we'll talk with you a little later.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody, that was Ashton Randall on the line from, she is one of the AC Army members. She is always giving some great information, letting me know what's going on in town. Sorry that we missed out on speaking with Mr. Coco. Hopefully we'll be able to speak with him next week. It is 1:45. I think that's a good time to wrap up the show today. We had a great time with you guys today. It's always fun to do the broadcast. We love talking with you guys. And share this out with your friends. Let everybody know that we have the Turn Up the AC that broadcasts on Ustream.tv. You can find us on Facebook.com/Augustus Choice. You can find us on AugustusChoice.com. We also would like to let you guys know that you can always, during the week, we have the phone lines ready and open for you to leave some voicemails and shout-outs. 706-871-4297. Again, that is 706-871-4297. Check out the Lively Stones on Augusta's Choice, as well as youtube.com/TLStones. Thank you to Earth Fair. Thank you to Burns Towing, Rock Bottom Music. Thank you to Riverwood Plantation for being one of our longtime sponsors and friends. Everybody, thank you for watching. Follow us on twitter.com/Augustus Choice. And I do believe that's it. I'm Kenny, your host from Augustus Choice. Thank you for being a loyal fan, guys.